Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of learning English with me. Today we are going to learn some business English, professional English. Well, we all want to learn professional English in order to sound smart at our workplace. Now today I'm going to tell you 10 phrases, 10 business English phrases that you can use during a meeting or any kind of conference that you're having with your colleagues. Use these phrases and sound smart, professional, and impress everybody. Are you ready? So let's begin. I'm Shivangi Gupta, your English language tutor, and you're watching Speak English with Shivangi. Before beginning, please subscribe the channel so that you get all the lessons that I post every day at 8 a.m. Also, like the video and share it with your friends. Okay, so phrase number one. Phrase number one is get the ball rolling. So get the ball rolling is to start an activity. When you want to start something, maybe it's a meeting, maybe you're referring to a project, you say get the ball rolling. So get the ball rolling, you start any activity. For example, oh, now I guess I have everybody's attention in the meeting. Let's get the ball rolling. Now we have discussed all the points for this project. Let's get the ball rolling. So the difference is the first sentence was used to start the meeting. The second sentence was used in reference to the project, that let's start everything that we need to do for this project. Phrase number two. Now this is one of my favorites, and it is get down to the business. So get down to the business is like when you use this particular phrase in a meeting, you want to ask everybody to now focus on the main objective of the meeting or the discussion. So we use this particular phrase in order to say that let's move towards the main point and let's end whatever casual conversation or the introductory conversation that we are having. So it's used to end the introductory part of any meeting and begin the secondary part, that is the main objective. Now for example, so everybody, I think we have talked enough about the recent updates. Now let's get down to the business. Let's talk about the upcoming project that we're gonna have. Let's get down to the business. Any updates on the new project? Phrase number three. Now this is something that is used to appreciate someone. So I think this is really necessary that we use it. It is to go the extra mile. So to go the extra mile, it's used when you want to say that someone is doing so much. They're making extra efforts, more efforts than required. So to go the extra mile, that is the person is doing everything that person can in order to achieve the goals or meet the deadline. So the person is not doing 100% but 200%, going the extra mile. This is a great phrase to use. For example, the presentation is really excellent. I could see that you've gone the extra mile. Sarah is such a hard-working girl. She always goes the extra mile whenever she gets a new project. Now phrase number four, that is to think on the same wavelength. Now to think on the same wavelength. This is a really great phrase to use when you want to ask somebody to agree with you or to share opinions with you. Basically the meaning is that the people are having similar opinions, same thoughts about something. It's matching. It's not contradictory, it's in support. So if someone is supporting you with their opinions, somebody has the same opinion as you about something, that is, you are thinking on the same wavelength. For example, I really like working with Manish. We always think on the same wavelength. Excellent people! I could see everybody's thinking on the same wavelength for this project. We're gonna do wonders. So the phrase number five, to stay in the driver's seat. Now to stay in the driver's seat. Okay, imagine that somebody is driving a car. So, who has the control of the car? Obviously, the driver. The control of the car is in the hands of the driver, right? So I think from there this particular phrase has been taken, a great phrase to show leadership during a meeting. So basically it's used when you want to say that somebody has maintained the control of the situation, or somebody has maintained their leadership role. So they are in the leadership role, everything is in their control. All the decisions for this project are being made by the stakeholders. They are in the driver's seat. Mr. Matthews is always in the driver's seat. He is an excellent project head. Phrase number 6. That is to keep someone in the loop. So to keep someone in the loop. This is a great phrase to use. Just use it at your workplace and sound really cool. So this is a very professional phrase to say that please keep me updated. This phrase basically means to keep a person updated on things, whatever is going, whether it's a project, whether it's a budget, whatever is going, to keep the person updated. So in business, often this problem arises that people are not getting updates, and in order to deliver the message that please update me, this is a great phrase to use. For example, please keep me in the loop when you get the updates on the new budget. I've kept her in the loop all along, but I don't know why she isn't updating us with the project status. Phrase number 7. Think on your feet. Now this is a very good phrase. I really like it, to think on your feet. This is the thing that we always want, whether it's speaking English at your workplace or with your friends or with your family. I think thinking on our feet is something that we really want to do when we speak English. That is to be spontaneous, to think quickly, to come up with answers quickly when something is asked. So to think on your feet, that is to be really spontaneous with your thinking process and to reply quickly to whatever is being asked. That is to think on your feet. I think in business and during meetings, it's really necessary for somebody to think on their feet, because there are going to be proposals, person is saying something, you might have something else to say, and to think on the feet and quickly give a reply for your own opinions, that's really necessary. Tomorrow is our presentation, and be ready to think on your feet and answer all the questions. We have a board meeting tomorrow. I want all of you to think on your feet, because they will ask you several questions regarding the project. Phrase number 8. Think out of box. Now, to think out of the box is often confused with to think on your feet. Now, there are very different phrases and people often get confused. So, I thought that let's include this, to think out of the box. Well, we all know to think out of the box is like to think differently. So, to think out of the box is to be creative with your thinking process. So, this is the box. It's like you all think inside this box. All the ideas are there. To think out of the box, that is, think differently. To come up with something different, something creative, be creative, try to explore things. And often during meetings, people are encouraged to think out of the box so that you could have solutions for all the problems that you're facing in the business, with a project, maybe with the budget. So yeah, the ability to think out of the box is very important. And how you can use it in a sentence. For example, we are approaching the deadline and still we haven't finalized the budget. There are so many loopholes. I want all of you to think out of the box. This project is gonna be a game changer for us. So I want all of you to think out of the box for its advertisement campaign. Phrase number 9. That is to close the deal. Now, to close the deal, a very important phrase. Whenever you are having a meeting, a board meeting, any meeting with clients, colleagues, or maybe stakeholders. This is something that you should always use when you finalized your business, when you are in agreement with whatever business proposal that you have. So close the deal means that you have finally agreed to the business. This is the final part of the business agreement and everybody is in agreement. That is, you've closed the deal. It's a yes. For example, well, if you accept all the terms and conditions that we have given to you, let's close this deal. I really liked your proposal. This has so much potential. Let's close the deal. Now, the phrase number 10, the last phrase for the day, that is call it a day. Call it a day, that is something that you can use either in a meeting or maybe when you are with your colleagues in a normal discussion, group discussion. So call it a day is like you've worked a lot. Now this is time to end it, end the day, the meeting. So you can say call it a day. Now at the end of the day, you had this meeting, everyone was discussing, you came up with so many ideas and the meeting was positive. You can say, okay guys, we've worked a lot today. I think that's it. Let's call it a day. So these were the 10 business meeting phrases, business English phrases that you can use at your workplace, during meetings, during presentations. Use them and appear smart, professional, and sound really impressive. Today, English is an important part of career and professional English plays even important role. So that's it for today. That was the lesson. Now go use all the phrases. Try to make at least one sentence with each phrase. Speak them out loud and practice them. Practice them in your English speaking session or your English speaking practice session. When you do it for once, I'm sure that you will become habitual and you will use them. That's it for today. Now I'm gonna meet you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Till then, take care and bye.